Crystal Ball College Football. Today, my best bets heading into the weekend. The first one is on Friday. Washington travels to UCLA. Washington is a 3-point favorite. Over-under is 66. I've been so impressed by Washington this year, and UCLA simply hasn't played anyone. I think they're going to get tested in a big way. And because of that, that home field advantage hasn't been great at UCLA. I just think Washington is a pretty solid team. I think looking at them, they're a top 25 team, maybe even better than that. They might even be a top 20, top 15 type team if they continue playing the way that they have. I like them to cover this 3 points. I think they probably win by double digits in this game. I just like the way they're playing, and they've been more tested. And for me at this point in the season, a lot of these picks, a lot of the things that I look at are how tested have you been and how good have you looked during those tests. I don't think we truly know who UCLA is yet. I don't even think UCLA quite knows who they are at this point in the year. Next up, Texas A&M travels to Starkville to take on Mississippi State. Mississippi State is a 3.5-point favorite, over under a 46. Lot to unpack here. This is the first road game of the season for Texas A&M. Yeah, that's right. Up to this point, they've played no true road games. That's a problem. Aniyah Smith is now done for the year. He's their best receiver, their kind of go-to guy in the passing game. Yes, they have Devon Achane. Yes, they have Evan Stewart. They have some other weapons, but Aniyah has really been a safety blanket for this team. I think Mississippi State got right this past weekend after losing to LSU and at home in Starkville. I just think this is a big test for Texas A&M, and I don't think they get out of here alive. I think Mississippi State wins this game. They cover that 3.5-point spread. I like Mississippi State to get the job done. I think they're going to overwhelm Max Johnson a little bit, and if they stop the run, we've seen A&M kind of wilt when they are forced to throw the football, so I like Mississippi State there. Next up, Michigan travels to Iowa. Very interesting game here. Iowa has probably the worst offense I've seen in a really long time. On the flip side, they have an amazing defense. Holy cow, are they great. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is their offense is moving nowhere, and yet their defense is still playing great football. Super impressive. Michigan's a 10.5-point favorite. The over-under is 42. I think I was probably going to cover here, but that's not what I'm going to bet. I'm going to bet the under, though. 42 points, that's too many points. Michigan, we don't really know quite who they are yet. I was a little taken aback by how they played against Maryland. Now, Maryland might be better than I thought originally. I think Maryland's a pretty solid team, but defensively, Maryland is not what Iowa is. And I think Michigan's going to struggle to move the football. On the flip side, Iowa's going to struggle to move the football as well. I just think this is going to be one of those games that's like a 17-14 game that is kind of a snoozer, but should be fun to watch. So, in general, I'm going to take the under. But if you bet, Iowa to get 10.5 points, I wouldn't blame you either. That's a pretty safe bet as well. Next up on the list, I kind of talked about this game a little bit earlier in the week, but West Virginia travels to Austin to take on the Texas Longhorns. Texas is a 9.5-point favorite. The over-under is 62. I don't even care if West Virginia wins this game, but I do not think they're going to lose this game by 10 points. I really don't. I think this is a pretty safe bet. I think West Virginia will be competitive in this game. So I'm going to take West Virginia to just keep it close, keep it within a touchdown. We'll see if they win. I don't know. I think this could be a little bit of a trap spot for Texas. But in general, West Virginia keeps this game close. They're a pretty good bet this week. My final bet of the week, I mentioned them a little bit earlier, but Michigan State, they travel to Maryland. Maryland is a 7-point favorite, over-under of 60.5. Michigan State's pass defense is terrible. Maryland can throw the football. They can sling it all over the place with Talia Tagovailoa, and they have talented wide receivers. Nothing I've seen from Michigan State makes me believe that they're going to keep this game close. Nothing I've seen from Michigan State makes me think that they're going to have adjustments in the secondary to match with Maryland, and therefore, I'm taking the Terrapins to win this football game and to win it fairly comfortably. So those are my best bets. Hang into the weekend. Enjoy your college football Saturday. Thanks for listening to Crystal Ball College Football.